Righto, Captain Dorja here for Captain Dorja's Armory. I've been putting up a lot of Type 59 videos, and there's a good reason for that. I play the Type 59 a lot, so I get a lot of good matches in it. Just of note, this garage stuff, I got it on the test server. The live server for the North American server is down right now. I think they're probably deploying the 8.5 patch. I know it's coming out soon, and it's out on the EU server right now. And suddenly the client goes down in, the wee hours of the morning. I think they're deploying the patch. So I came onto the test server to get this garage stuff. Now you're looking at my Type 59 saying, Dorja, are you really going to show us another Type 59 replay? Yes, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you another Type 59 replay. But this replay is not all about me. This is a replay of me and my friend Aaron, in game name Darth Yoda 89. We'll be referring to him as Aaron. Me and Aaron were platooned up, running a Type 59 and IS-6. Now, that turns out to be a pretty decent platoon combination because of a couple of things. The IS-6 isn't super fast and mobile, but it's not real slow either, and that goes surprisingly well with a medium tank that's pretty fast and mobile, but not super fast. So we're both kind of able to, I don't get too far ahead of him, and he doesn't fall too far behind, and he's got armor and alpha damage, and I've got flanking potential and damage per minute, so it ends up being a pretty good pair. We can support each other. It works pretty well. On top of that, we had been platooning my T-34 with his IS-6, and that was getting us into a lot of Tier 10 matches, because the T-34 does not get preferential matchmaking. It matchmakes into Tier 10 matches a lot. And the IS-8, or the IS-6 rather, and the Type 59 both get preferential matchmaking. They don't see Tier 10 games because their gun penetration is crappy. The T-34 doesn't suffer that problem, and so it fights Tier 10s. So I kept dragging Aaron's IS-6 into Tier 10 games, and that's a very hostile environment for him, and he's a pretty new player. He doesn't have a lot of matches in his IS-6, so that was horrible, and we had to stop. Right, well, enough prattling on in the garage. Let's get down to the battle. Wow, I apologize in advance for the floaty tanks here. Like I've said a couple of times, I updated my test client, and now my replays for 8.4 are playing on the test client for 8.5. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that they've remodeled the terrain for Siegfried Line. Because I've noticed in previous replays, the vehicles drive on the terrain that exists in the replay, and the terrain displayed on the screen is the terrain as it exists in the test server. So it looks like we're on some test server terrain, and it looks like we're raised up pretty high. But anyway, enough of that. What are we doing here? We are on, you can see the minimap is different as well. I'll enlarge that. That's the new minimap for Siegfried Line, apparently, as of the test client. That's pretty cool. I like that. So, anyway, what are we doing? Here we are, Siegfried Line, Tier 8 encounter battle. I am in my Type 59 premium medium Chinese tank. I'm platooned with Darth Yoda 89, better known as Aaron. Aaron is in his IS-6 Tier 8 premium Soviet heavy tank. And we're going to go into the city and we're going to battle it out. The IS-6 and the Type 59 are both good close-range fighters, so we want to get into knife fighting range, and apparently we want to get into dog fighting range since we're all levitating above the buildings. This is going to be a really trippy replay. but we'll work with it. Anyway, just imagine that we're not floating and that we're on the ground. Right, I keep thinking I'm in free camera mode because we're levitated like this. It's really weird. So, what's going on in this match is I've come over to this zero line because A, no one else on my team came over here, and B, usually some enemy does what this T-25/2 is trying to do, and tries to just zerg straight into our base. So, I'm not going to have any of that. I was attacking the Pershing because the Pershing is much more of a threat, but now this clown has come over and he's determined to die. So me and Aaron both shoot him up, and bam. The Brat is now dead. You can see his name is actually the Brat, which serves him right, I guess. Brats need to be slapped. So, righto, let's go back to work on this Pershing. He's sitting out in the open, making it easy. Let's shoot at him. And as you can see, my shot goes wide. I got Aaron back behind me, and Aaron's kind of covering the cap, sort of. And, oh my word, I just can't stop laughing. I just crushed a stone wall that's like 10 meters below me, and more. Right, so this T-44 over here is in the capture circle. He's really exposed. He could be a problem, and I did not know that IS-6 was there. He caught me by surprise. And as soon as I see him, I start trying to make a hasty retreat. Obviously not so hasty that I wasn't going to stop and shoot at that T-44 though. And so in the process I lose 200 health. Right, but now I'm back in cover, and that Pershing is poking his nose out again. So I tell Aaron, lock down this IS-6, I'm going to go after that Pershing. There's a lot of buildings for cover. I think I can get over there pretty safely. And IS-6 on IS-6 should be a pretty fair matchup. Right, and right here I remember being distinctly happy because the challenge of killing that Pershing was going to be getting over to him without getting shot in the sides by that IS-6. But this Pershing made it easy by coming to me. So I was pretty happy about that. Just got a little bit of flank assistance there. And put a shot into the Pershing, juke out his gun, and he was actually firing high explosive at me. Yeah. Yep, a Pershing firing high explosive at a Type 59. Awesome. Right, so now's my chance to get around this IS-6. I'm going to go for it. Type 59, fast medium. We do the little flanky. Now, even though I'm above this house, I'm taking cover behind it, trying to see what the IS-6 is doing. I'm trying to get Aaron to kind of push down on this flank some. It's really exposed, and our team's losing, so we need to make something happen. And me and Aaron over here are in two of our team's most powerful tanks, and we're in a position largely unopposed right now. So we need to make some magic happen. We need to get attacking. Now, this T-44 from before, he comes back and he puts a hex into my plan. So I decide to deal with him while Aaron moves up. And I come around to fight him. And that shot from that slugger, or Jackson, that shot from that Jackson makes me think twice about going around that building. Because I also don't want to get hit by the M41. Now, mindful of the fact that Aaron is a fairly new player to World of Tanks and not very experienced in his IS-6 or in Tier 8 in general, I'm kind of trying to watch my corner for the T-44 and also sort of watch Aaron to make sure he's doing alright, and try to put any fire into that IS-6 that I can when I can. But the T-44 has come back for more, so I decide to finish him. Now Aaron's in trouble now. That IS-6 is taking a lot of damage, and Aaron's going for it. But a Tiger 2 has just appeared, and that Tiger 2 has Aaron's flank. So I look for shots. I don't have any. Aaron's down to 64 health. He needs help. There's only one person in this match he can count on, and that is his trusty platoon mate. So I tell Aaron, the cavalry's coming, I'm going to save you. But this stupid Jackson intervenes. I gotta take care of that Jackson before I can take care of Aaron, because if I'm dead, I can't take care of anyone. So kill the Jackson, kill the Tiger 2, roll in to take flank shots at the IS-6, but Aaron smashes him anyway. And that's pretty much this match in the bag. Aaron's really low health, so he goes for some sneaky capture points. Did I just see a super Pershing on a roof? That's awesome. Aaron goes for sneaky capture points while I go to look for the enemy tanks. And this KV-5's bunkered himself in actually a really good position. You can see the way he is positioned. If he were on the ground, he's got his back armor facing out, but that covers all his weak spots. And we don't have any high power guns on our team. We have no high penetration tanks alive. So this KV-5 is actually bunkered in a really good spot. But unfortunately, he is highly susceptible to the double team, and he just doesn't care. So we all roll up on him, me and the Super Pershing. The M41 is not going down without a fight. He kills the Super Pershing. I set the KV-5 on fire, which made him pretty angry. He uses his fire extinguisher, and so I set him on fire again. KV-5 dead. M41's been spotted. Match is totally over. Those guys got cut up. And again, like the jerk that I am, trolling it up with the KV-5, making fun of him, telling him I set him on fire twice. Not very nice. Nobody likes getting set on fire. Nobody likes getting set on fire twice, but I drive a lot of German tanks, so I constantly get set on fire, so I think I've earned it. So yeah, KV-5, IS-6, and T-34. Jeez Louise, I just can't speak. The Type 59 IS-6 combo is pretty effective. So we got some post-battle statistics for our Type 59 IS-6 match. That was a good match for me, definitely. 2233 experience, not doubled. I do run a premium account, so that is boosted. 121,000 credits. Quite nice. I don't have a Type 59 so that I can lose money, so making 121 is nice. Did a lot of damage to that KV-5 with the fire. Didn't do a lot to this Tiger 2, just kind of sniped his last little bit of health. Frustratingly, no damage to that IS-6. I think I put 3 side shots into him. But, you win some, you lose some. Light a KV-5 on fire twice, crit an IS-6 for no damage 3 times. All comes out in the wash, I guess. We did quite a bit to that Pershing. Pretty much all of his health. Pretty much all of his health and pretty much all of his health. So, shot a lot of people. 1,489 unmodified experience, 5 kills, survived with 59 health, and top experience on the team. Now, Aaron came in pretty high on the list in experience, but his experience total belies his contribution to that match. If he had not been able to tank that IS-6 and King Tiger quite as long, we probably still would have won, but it would have been a lot tighter. He managed to pull himself out a steel wall and I think a sniper from that one. So that was a good result for him too. I think he's only got about 25 or 50 battles maybe in that IS-6. So it's the only tier 8 he has, so it's still kind of new territory for him. So that was a real good result for him, and surviving was awful nice too. He might have got a steel wall on a Spartan or something like that, but good result all around. 4,090 damage dealt with the Type 59. That's a lot of damage. That's good damage output. The gun is not the Type 59 strong suit, so damage dealt is not always easy to do. Sustained 1,560 potential damage, which is pretty good considering I had 60% of my health left and I only have 1,300 to start with. 112,000 credit profit. Yeah, I'll take that. I like that. That's why I have a Type 59. It actually makes a pretty good combo with that IS-6. So you can see from those stats, that was a pretty good result. It was a good platoon matchup. It was a good fight. It was a fun fight. It was cool to be able to kind of come in and do my own little private one-man cavalry charge and sort of save Aaron. But then it turns out Aaron didn't need me to save him, and he just polished off that IS-6 all by his lonesome. So that was good. That was it's a fun match, and everybody loves Prophet and setting KV5s on fire twice in a row. So that's this replay concluded, and just remember, you can never have enough big guns.